Yo, what is up, guys? Here again with another video. Who'd have thought? Round two of last week's locals. Water Barrier Statue Lock versus Mitsurugi Ryzeal. Now, this is my first time playing against this deck, believe it or not. I've definitely, watched the matches and all that good stuff, but yeah, this is my first time actually playing it. So we lose the roll here. We open Squad, Teus, Ran, Call By, and Prulio. We dropped the Prulio in the draw phase, but he gets ashed. Unfortunate. But it turns out Mitsurugi Ryzeal does like to brick occasionally, and he seemed to only open the Mitsurugi cards. So he starts with Mitsurugi normal summon Sanji. He gets to the ritual spell off of that, and then he activates and he tributes off that and the snake from his hand to summon from deck. So Ash, Ash would have been kind of crazy here. I also have Impulse in the deck. Impulse would have just destroyed this man's turn as well, but we were not so lucky. But yeah, so and in his hand actually, Ash would not have been good here because he has Call By as well. His hand, he has Ash in his hand and Call By set. So I draw the droplet for turn. So I have droplet, Call By, Teus, Rant, and Squad, and it took me a second to really think about exactly how I think we're getting around this. Now I just start with like the standard Teus Squad line, and he attempts to negate here, and I'm just thinking like, do we need to get this Teus out right now? Like if we droplet, does droplet really do anything? And I'm like, I mean, we can always just get the Prince off the Squad, and then go through Prince cards, bait out, and then go back into the Teus later, and we could save our droplet. Hard to say either way. We also could have just discarded the droplet, honestly. Just discarded the droplet and just summoned the Teus that way. Although I was also afraid of the tribute summon back effect. Like I was, like my thought process was that set was like either an imperm or it was the blow up effect, and so I wanted to save the droplet for the because if he has like the Mitsurugi quick play, he tributes this off to do something, then it comes back and he can blow up my cards, and droplet could be there for that, or if he has imperm I can dodge it with droplet. So I decided to put to hold the Teus in my hand, to let the effect get negated, and then I go to activate Squad. He chains Ash, I chain Call By, he chains Call By on my Squad, and then and so I'm like, okay, well I think there's nothing left here, so I just go Teus, discard Rand, summon it out, get Shrine, and yeah, now we're just playing. And man, again, this is Baby Croc. Baby Croc really came in here. I really do think that if the more I watch these matches back, I think the more I play the Deep Sea King build, the more I'm going to want to play Baby Croc. Now I am interested in playing either almost the exact or a very similar variant to that top 64 waterless, because I do want to play without Deep Sea King, and I do want to play with Diva. I think it's really cool, and I'm very interested. I'm also interested in trying to play without Cross out. I would love just to cut Cross out from the deck, and there are some hand traps that do supplement the loss of Cross out versus stuff like Shifter. But yeah, so that'd be very interesting. But yeah, so obviously we're taking this game away. On to the next. All right, so game two here, he actually makes me go first, which was, I was not prepared, obviously, and we side out the statue, and so we didn't really have like a game plan, I feel like, for going first. Now, luckily, we opened all engine, but he drops Fluoros in the draw phase, and I'll be honest, I just completely whiffed this. This was not good. So obviously we can't try and dig for the statue because we're under Fluoros. And so I go for, I'm just kind of like, I know Prince. I'm just going through. Obviously, I don't really want to get squads in rotation right now, at least not at this point. And so I'm just like building up a bunch of waters in hand. And here is where I made a really, really big misplay. I just forgot to search Minstrel, and I know for a fact, I don't know if I'll see it when I'm looking through my deck here, but I know for a fact that I never cite out all my minstrels. And so I'm looking to see if it pops up as I'm going through the deck. But I'm almost positive I have a minstrel in my deck, and I did not search it. And like, I had enough cards. There's absolutely no excuse. Even if you're in a Fluoros, you should be minstreling their hand to make sure they have nothing like Nib, which Nib's a card. We know Nib is a card. This could have gone a lot better for me because, yeah, I go Preciser here, and Poseidon just sends back. It really sends back anybody, and then I just go for Alacia, and I have infantry in hand, and I also messed up on not getting Prince to hand. I think I probably could have done that when I did my Prince search. I probably could have just searched Poseidon off Prince, and then Dragoons Engraved could have searched Prince. Also, but then also Minstrel should have been here as well. Yeah, we made a couple misplays, and then obviously he has the nib. He has a nib. I don't know. I have no idea why I did not Minstrel for the nib here. That was just such a brain fart when I went back and watched it. I couldn't believe I just skipped out on that step. I don't know. Not cool. Not cool, dude. Not happy with that. So that was a misplay, and that's not the only misplay. That's not the only brutal misplay I make this game. Yeah, this is not good. Not good. But yeah, so he's gonna be fine from here. At least I'm expecting him to be. Now, funny enough, he actually almost lost himself this game. And we'll see that in a moment. So yeah, he goes X, and he tries to search and he can't because he has a nib on field. So there's a point where I'm like, oh wait, I might have a chance here. Like I don't know. But then he summons another Ryzeal, which they always have, and I should have known. They always have. But yeah, I was feeling frisky because he goes Feral Imps here, and then I activate Shrine. I send the infantry. I pop the Feral Imps. I'm putting him on low resources. And now I draw Impulse. Now, I made an impulsive decision by thinking that when he normals Ice, he was going to commit to the Ryzeal engine and not go back into the Feral Imps and trying to play with the ritual cards. I was mistaken. He specials another Ice from hand, which of course they always have another Ryzeal. I don't know why. I shotgun my impulse like that. I should have just held it. I was losing no matter what. Might as well see if he plays into it and guarantee a win. Because if he goes this exact line, even if he has Ice in hand, he hits this and then he gets to the quick play. And let's see here. If he gets to the quick play, oh, that's the ritual spell. Yeah, this is the ritual spell. Sorry. So if he activates this ritual spell, and I just chain impulse here, he has. I think he only has one Ice in hand. I think his Ice would summon something. Maybe it summons Node, and maybe Node summons from the grave, and so maybe he still has rank 4. But for the most part, I don't know if it can summon Node actually. But for the most part, he would probably just have Feral Imps on field and an Ice, and if I can get another sneak peek at what's in his hand, yeah, I might have actually lived another turn here. That impulse draw off the shrine was crazy, and I just completely whiffed it. And I got heavily punished for using impulse at the incorrect spot versus Mitsurugi. And so, you know what? It's fine. It's my first time playing it. I learned my lesson. It will not happen again, probably. If it does, you will all see. Oh, I see he has Droll in hand, which is not a Ryzeal extender. So I wonder what that last card is, because that definitely would have changed the course of this game. But at this point, I mean, he's just got it. I think he just starts going all the way from here. I think he uses these two to make duo drive, and then and he said, yeah, that ritual monster should be on field. Soon enough. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so he's doing a whole lot of mumbo jumbo. I don't really know. He's comboing. I'm pretty sure everything he's doing is legal. And even if it wasn't legal, I deserve to get punished and lose because I misplayed 2 giant misplays in one game. So we're never coming back from that. But yeah, so I guess we'll let this play out and just and get to the next going here. In the meantime, yeah, I'm really excited to play without deep seeking. I think it'll be interesting. I think you can. I think when you cut crossouts, you have more room to be able to max out on all the hand traps that you want to play. So I think maxing out on 3 nib and 3 impulse is actually pretty nice coverage for Malice. Well, because it's be 3 Lancea, 3 nib, 3 impulse, 3 Ash for the White Finder, and plus the 2 Fluoros and the cat. So there's 12. Is that 12 non-ninja in there? 12 or 15. So like you have 15 solid hand traps versus that deck. That might actually prove to be pretty nice. So even if we get like shifted, we can just kind of pass on the hand traps and then wait. Also, we can do some funny stuff through shifter. Technically, if I want to play a single brick, which don't really want to play a single brick. Technically, if I want to play a single brick, I could also play through shifter. I could also try the Chaos Angel stuff. That might not be so bad. Where you summon, you make minimum cat with normal summon diva, and then you target their shifter, and then you special Chaos Angel from your deck, and then you keep playing. Assuming you have the extenders to keep playing, obviously. But that doesn't sound so bad. But yeah, okay. Getting into game 3 here. Yeah, he wrecked me. We knew that was coming. So getting into game 3, we do our hand here. I believe it wasn't awkward. It was just a little awkward. So we opened title, infantry, prince. I think was that Flurot? No, it was Prulia, and I think a non-engine. And so we go shrine. So we go send dragoons, add shrine as we want to play around droll, and then our dragoons adds minstrel to then play for our win condition. Now I went minstrel, discard title here, and I think that might have been incorrect. I'm not sure if it mattered, but you'll see why it maybe mattered in a moment. So, I guess right now. So his hand's not very strong either. It's Node, Ritual, Sword, Imperm, Ash. Now, based on the hand I have here, I'm very hardcore debating what I want to snipe, and I end up choosing to snipe the Ash because I'm 100% convinced that when I go Shrine Tribute Prince, that he would Ash that. And I feel like the Imperm is a little bit more of a flexible card to be able to play around. Now, I take a big think here because I'm thinking if I summon Deep Seeking, he's just going to Imperm it. If I add Teus and summon it, he's just going to Imperm it. So maybe Rand is the best target, but Rand doesn't really do anything here. I don't think Rand will be enough to get me going. And so I'm taking and I'm thinking about Poseidra as well, but Poseidra not really doing anything for me either. I can't see a way for me getting Prince Poseidra in rotation either. So I end up deciding to just summon Deep Seeking. And then Prince summons Dragoons. And I just decided to put this man on, so it's Fluros for the crossout target. So I just discard Fluros Deep Seeking, and he lets it go. He just lets it go. He has Imperm in hand, and he could have stopped that. And I kind of put it on luck. Now here's the other aspect is we need to see what his top deck was. But if he does negate that, I'm not sure exactly how this plays out, but I do know I have a title. I have a title summon back. I have a Trite summon, and I have Dragoon on board. I'm not sure exactly where I can go with all that. But I at least have a Gaios, and I also potentially can get to Donna, put that Ash back in his hand, and continue playing that way. So there's a couple ways that I can potentially extend. Actually, I'm not positive I can get to Donna, because I would have to summon title back, do Trite. Oh yeah, I can summon back Minstrel, and then Minstrel and Dragoons can make Donna, and then Donna can summon. Not sure what Donna's doing, but it is something that you do have an option for. Well, technically, yeah, it's summoning statue. As one of the options. And I have infantry in my hand, so technically, yeah, I could summon Lacia, and then have statue, and then have infantry in my hand and play that way. So that is probably how the end board ends up turning out here. But in this case, we just get to go full combo, and I have full confidence that there's absolutely no way he's stopping me. Now, I know this man plays Droplet. I know he can top deck Droplet. But you're at that point, you're putting him on better habit, and he doesn't have it in his hand currently, so he has one draw to get there. And even if he has one draw, I don't know. I don't think that's the strongest ever, because I think I also have infantry. Yeah, I have infantry in my hand, and plus I contribute off the Toda anytime to get Prince back in my hand for. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think Poseidra is here. It's just Prince. I mean, just infantry. But so even if he'd have to drop it for at least 2. So he'd have to drop it 2 cards out of his hand. He flew a Ross's. Just hoping to draw something, hoping to trigger anything, which I get. But yeah, his opener was not strong anyways. So like all I was actually dealing with. Oh, he drew Fluoros's return, yeah. So Sword was actually going to be his only interaction no matter what. So even if we had to end on like a little board of just Statue and Lacey with infantry in hand, we were actually stopping here. So maybe the title discard was actually the correct play, holding that infantry just in case ended up being the right play. But yeah, so that was a pretty close game. It's now so. And while I will say that yes, the correct play, you should have always imperm the Deep Sea King, and that almost makes this game feel a little weird. Like, but here's the deal though, game two, like because we have to remember this is a player versus player kind of game. Game two, I made two major misplays. I should have obviously held the impulse with ritual spell, and I should have obviously minstreled his hand to hit the nib and then have a real board to play with. These are things that like you would think it's obvious, but for whatever reason, I didn't do that and I didn't think about it and it passed me. Well, in this moment, he should have obviously imprint the Deep Sea King. He didn't think about it in this moment, or he let it pass, or he thought it wasn't too much of a worry, or he considered I might have extenders in my hand and that he needs to hold it for a Bahamut. Because that's what he used it on. I forgot to mention, he used the imprint on a Bahamut, which obviously don't care about. We're always double Bahamuting, and even if you do, I mean, I still have Statue, and I have too much. So, yeah, so that's kind of how you take that. And sometimes you have to kind of put him on. Sometimes you kind of also need to play into luck as well. Like I had a recovery play there, but yeah, the luck play was, you're just not going to negate this for whatever reason. And sometimes players will not hit what your breaking point is because they don't know. Man, so it worked out in this instance where the minute he didn't imperm, I'm like, all right, I won. I won the game. I know what your hand is. I know what I'm setting up. There's no chance. And so yeah, we take those. But yeah, that was versus Mitsurugi Ryzeal. Pretty good match. Nice back and forth, and just always good to see myself messing up, see these misplays, and watch myself like not searching minstrel and getting punished, not holding the impulse for ritual spell and getting punished. These are really important things to happen because if I didn't get punished, I wouldn't have the same feeling and attachment towards them. But now because I did get to watch that heavy punish for that, there's that should help concrete the fact that in the future there's no way I am missing on those interactions, and there's no way that I'm letting myself do that again, because I'll just be able to come back to this instance where we talked about it, we looked at it and go, yeah, this was a moment of getting punished for doing the wrong play. So yeah, all right, thanks guys for watching. I'll hit you up with another video tomorrow morning hopefully, and if I'm lucky I can get an extra video in today that I feel like I need to get in for you guys because I'm sick of hearing how to get Statue. And I think I do need to make a combo video, just something to put out there for you guys, and it's just getting the time to do it. So hopefully it is today, because it's technically a rest day from the gym, so I come home earlier, and maybe with that I can get some time and to make a quick video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.